Welcome to another financially fabulous episode. I'm Limor, and while I'm not a financial planner, I'll show you what I've learned. Today, I have a confession. Last month, I went way over my budget. Come on, this will be fabulous. Okay, so confession time. Last month I went way over my budget, and I would tell you how much I went over my budget, but I actually don't even know. I track my finances and my spending in a way that most people don't, and I don't expect that people actually track their finances in this crazy little Excel spreadsheet in the same way that I do it. But I've been doing this for a super long time, and I kind of get a lot of joy and excitement out of it because I get to track what it's going, where my money's being spent, and it gives me a lot of satisfaction. But in the month of September, it was probably the first, the second, the third, by the 10th of the month, and I hadn't actually written down in my spreadsheet how I had been doing with my spending. By the time I got to the 10th of the month, I was like, forget it. If I haven't done it for the first 10 days, there's no way I can remember what I spent. And some of it was cash, some of it was credit card, so I probably could have cobbled it together, but I was like, forget it, whatever. But I do know that in September, I went totally crazy over. And you know what? It happens. It was one of those months where I just had all these extra expenses. Starting with my own shopping. I found myself in Sephora in the first couple days of the month, and I met this awesome makeup artist, Lorenzo, who was wearing more makeup than me. And he gave me all these tips and tricks, and before I knew it, I was walking out of the door with over $300 worth of makeup. I don't know. I thought it was worth it. I also ended up buying 2 pairs of boots for the fall because, hello, every girl needs a brown pair and a black pair, and for some reason, mine were just, time for a refresh, so I had to buy both of those. Also bought presents for my nieces and my nephews. I renewed my passport for the next 10 years so that I can travel. Ended up having a massage, and overall, I just know I went crazy over on my spending. But here's the thing, I don't really feel bad about it. Sure, my spreadsheet is not perfectly up to date, and honestly, who cares? But I know a couple things. I didn't go into debt, so I was only spending money that I knew that I already had. And it's kind of like a diet. Are you going to be like perfect and eat the exact amount of calories you're supposed to every day? Of course not. Some days you're going to go over. If you're traveling, if you're at a party, if there's some delicious food, you're going to a restaurant, you're going to indulge a little bit. And the same thing with your finances. And that's what September was for me. So as soon as you realize that you've put on those 5 extra pounds, or in this instance, look at your checking account and you're like, it's looking a little bit low, you just know that you've got to be a little bit more careful the next month going forward. So far, into October, I'm doing great. I'm right on track, and I'm back and tracking how my finances are doing. I just don't want you to feel guilty. Money is not supposed to make you feel bad. It's supposed to make you feel great and fabulous and amazing. And, if you're never looking at your finances and you're too scared to look at them, you've got your head in the ground, okay, then you can feel a little bit guilty, and I want you to open them up and start looking to see what your numbers are and how you're doing with your money and your tracking and your spending. But for the most part, I don't want you to feel guilty. I want you to live a fabulous life, but I also want you to have peace of mind knowing that you've got money put away for the future, you're saving for those big ticket items that you want to be purchasing, and you're still getting by on a regular basis. Here's my Tweetable for today. Life has ups and downs, and so do your finances. It's okay. So here's the reality. Most people are not tracking their finances and not tracking their spending in the same way that I am. And that's totally okay. I do want you to have a handle on what your money is doing and how much money is coming in and how much is going out, but it doesn't have to be super detailed and it doesn't have to be down to the penny, as long as you know within a range how you're doing. So here's my challenge to you. I want you to take a look and see if you can come up with how much you're spending on a regular basis just within a range of $100 or $200. Just so that you know on one month, if you end up going a little bit more, that the next month you can spend just a little bit less. So don't freak out, enjoy your life, but make sure you're not spending yourself into crazy debt. Did you like this video? Did you learn something? I hope so. Subscribe to my channel because it's free, and I'd be grateful if you shared it with your friends. And if you want even more tips and tricks to make your finances fun and exciting, trust me, they can be fun and exciting, come on over to limor.money and sign up for email updates. Remember, I'm not here to change who you are or how you live your life. I just have strategies to make you even more financially fabulous. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Till then, stay fabulous. Managing your money is kind of like calories, but we have Weight Watchers. What do we have for money? I don't really know.